Recently, I've been watching a load of those The Wheel Decides Blank videos, and I wanted to get in on the fun, but a lot of the stuff I wanted to do has already been done. So, I went away and thought about it, and I figured, you know what? How about I make my homies play Danganronpa, except the wheel decides their fate. So as you can see, we have two very nice wheels. We've got one that will spin every single time to see if it spices it up in any specific way. Usually it will. And then on the other one, we have 45 of the weirdest people I could pull out of my head and think, yeah, that'd be funny if they're in here. So, buckle in, I'll quickly skim through the entire cast of our killing game, starting off with number 1, me, number 2, my friend Minnie Candy, number 3, my Rabbit World, number 4, my friend Vague Wyatt, number 5, Zero from Mega Man, number 6, the Blob from the Blob, number 7, Rolled from Animal Crossing, number 8, Tom from Shenmue, number 9, you, the viewer, number 10, Cheems, number 11, Le Bathtub Fish, number 12, Diet Coke from Adachi Life Series, 13, Adachi from Persona 4, 14, Ryuji from Persona 5, then, all following are from Danganronpa, 15, Byakuya, 16, Soda, 17, Gundam, 18 Fuyuhiko, 19 Ishimaru, and 20 Kokichi. Then we have a little bit of the Hoyoverse block in here, because you know I had to. 21st is Sino, 22nd is Zhao, 23rd is Seth Lowell, and 24 is Dan Heng. Then, we've got a block of musicians. So 25 is Kenshi Inezu, 26 is Cheryl Cole, also known as Big Chezza and Tomodachi Life, 27 is Pitbull, 28 is Trisha Paytas, 29 is Michael Jackson, then our Sonic guys, 30 is Knuckles, 31st is Shadow, and 32nd is Sonic. Then, all from Dragon Ball, we have Zamasu 33, Frieza 34, Gamma 2 35, Beerus 36, Vegeta 37, and then last but not least, we've got the crackpot guys that I filled in just to get us to 45, which I believe is the amount of people in all of the Danganronpa franchise put together. So, starting off that section, we have Eric from Zero Time Dilemma coming in at number 38, the cat from the Scrimblow catalogue at 39, the cardboard cutout of Jezza that is in the background of all my Danganronpa videos, he's number 40, 41 is the 6th Doctor from Doctor Who, 42 is Herobrine, 43 is Steve from Stranger Things, 44 is Regina George from Mean Girls, and 45 is the Rizzler. It's a very stacked cast, and quite simply, we're going to spin these wheels until we figure out who the final 6 or 5, depending on how it pans out, are that survive our little Danganronpa killing game today. But with that said, first, we need to find out who our main cast is. We need to roll for our main character, our secondary main character, and then our antagonist. So we're going to do that first, and then the fun begins. So, first one of the lot. There's 45 people, but who is going to be most important of them all? Soda! Okay, Soda is our main character. I can see that. I would like that, to be honest. But yeah, so Soda is our main character, but he's got to have a sidekick. He's got to have a guy who's equally sharing the spotlight, and it is Ishimaru! Okay, I would have liked it was for Yuhiko, but okay, so Soda and Ishimaru, both Danganronpa characters. They're our main duo. They're going to be solving the crimes and hopefully living to the end. But who is going to be their antagonist that stands in their way, tries to make life difficult for them? Zero from Mega Man. Okay, I can kind of see why he'd be antagonistic. Like, I think maybe they just have moral disagreements. So, like, if we really want to push it, maybe like Soda was like, "Hey, let me disassemble you, Android Man," and he was like, "No." So now they're not on good terms. Is how I would go with that. But that said, that's our cast. It's not the worst thing. I like that. But we're gonna see how it pans out. Okay, so with that all out of the way, we know our cast. The question is, who's gonna be the first to die? There is 45 people, and the person unfortunate enough to die first is my Rabbit the World. Okay, that's a bit mean. That's a bit mean. I mean, I can see why. Like, if you're desperate and want an easy target, I guess it works. Okay. So Shadow kills my rabbit. In terms of really, I guess. I guess maybe he was like, well, no, he has a line like, "I don't have time for these games." So he was like, he just thwacks the smallest thing. So I mean, am I happy with Shadow being the first out? I mean, I kind of have to be. Sometimes the first murder's bizarre. Fine, we'll let that happen. We'll move on, because, you know, we got a few of these people to whittle down. But first, we go onto the pizza wheel, and we see what funny thing is happening today. Kidding me. Okay, so Psych. I'll explain some of these as I come along. Psych is the one that we roll, and note how it's like pretty unlikely to roll. But in the event we roll Psych, I scroll all the way down here, pathetically, and I just re-add in whoever just died that round. So that instance, the World and Shadow have just been added in, but now they're in a different position. but then we roll again. We don't roll that again and keep getting psyched. So a psych, like, how do we explain that one? Like, maybe it was all a dream or something. I don't know. Or maybe they faked it to get the jump on us. But either way, the first actual person dead is Trisha Paytas. Again, in terms of first people to go, there's a okay, we're cooking here. So Eric kills Trisha Paytas. This is our first actual death. Okay, I can work with this. Because those of you who know Eric in Zero Time Dilemma, he's like unhinged and constantly revving around a shotgun. So I entirely see, like, Trisha Paytas, she's working on I Love You Jesus, the Trap Remix, Part 3. You know, she's cooking up in the studio. And Eric's like on Bridges End 24/7. He's just going like insane. And I assume he just has enough of it. He like storms in and he's like, no, I'm putting a stop to this, and just cooks her. He's like, no, there'll be no more trap remixing. I want a good night's sleep. Maybe she's got like a recording studio next to his bedroom, and that's why he goes insane. But I can see that Eric is unstable enough of a bitch to be the first actual kill. But let's spin the pizza wheel and watch that get psyched out of happening. No, okay, double culprit. So this one, basically, as it says, we're going to spin for victim first, but then 2 people will have had an equal hand in killing them. Oh, they hate his ass. So they hated his ass, so Byakuya's dead. Ooh, which 2 people hated him enough, though, to gang up and both be like, we don't care if we die, we just need this bitch dead. Right, Michael Jackson, we'll see who the other one is, because we gotta try and construct some sort of cohesive narrative with this, right? So it's Michael Jackson and the Fish. Right. Okay. So those 2 team up to kill Byakuya. Like maybe Michael Jackson used the Fish as a weapon, and that's why they were double culprits. As for why, why would they want to kill Byakuya? I mean, so I'm gonna say maybe Michael Jackson was gonna perform at like a Togami Corporation event, and they banned him off. So he's in here now, and he's like, okay, perfect, time to enact my revenge. I'm gonna kill this little nepo child kid. I think it works actually. And then LaFish is kind of helpless to do anything like that. He just lets himself get picked up and slaps Byakuya to death. It works. Spin the pizza wheel. Spin the pizza wheel. We've got a cohesive narrative. We say. No, we don't! No, we don't! Okay, so, resurrection. How this works is pretty, Right. So what we do, in this next tab over, I have a little number picker, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna change it from how it's normally gonna be set to 1 to 45, and it's generating number 11. Now we're gonna go back, and who was number 11? Because they've been killed. It was LaFish, so we're gonna go re-add him in. So he technically, I guess what happened is maybe the rest of the contestants go on like strike, and they're like, nah, he was innocent. You can't kill a fish for being picked up, because what was he meant to do? Refuse? And Monokuma relents. It's kind of like a a Danganronpa 2 situation. You're like, fine, you have me on technicality. You can have your fish back. So he gives us back the fish, which, I mean, sure. So off the heels of that, you'd think spirits are high, and they are, until Regina George gets got. Okay, I think this one's pretty easy to explain, but we'll see who we get. We'll see who we get for this. The world. Okay, he can't stop getting killed. So the world kills Regina George. Like I'm thinking like, she's one of the mean girls, right? So I think most people in here would just have a passive grudge against her, and they've been in here a decent while. Even though the fact they've got the fish back is like lifting morale, they're still kind of tweaking, like, nah. And the world is like, nah. She wants to make me her pet. Nah. And he's like, enough is enough. I did you all a favor. Like, maybe he just admits it in the trial, and he's like, yeah, I did it. And everybody claps. Like, don't even watch his execution. They're just like, yeah, you did us a favor. The mean girl is gone. Like, I think that works. And then, LaFish is just watching from the sidelines, like, I've been revived in this, the first murder act, sure. Okay, nothing 2. Okay, so nothing 2 is the same as nothing 1. Nothing intrinsically happens this one, so, again, I'd say spirits are still pretty high, all things considered. Oh, they're about to crash through the floor, though. So somebody kills Sino. Like, in terms of power scaling, he's pretty up there in the group. So whoever killed him had to be pretty strong or very strategic. And Vegeta. Right. Okay, I think depending on what Vegeta we go with, we can just easily write this off as a, okay, Sino told one too many bad jokes. Vegeta's not had his character development yet, and he just kills him in cold blood. Or maybe like he challenges into like a fight. Okay, and like, you know, at this point Sino's outmatched, but he's like, yeah, sure, I can win. And like he like Vegeta just slaps him. And then there's just like a red paste that hits the wall. And like, you know, somebody walks in and they're like, huh, somebody's redecorated, and the body discovery announcement goes off like, like Vegeta wasn't wanting to kill him per se, but he was like, oh, I didn't realize you were that weak. And then, well, and then one of the cult walls just gets a nice red makeover. Look, I think that works. Spin the pizza wheel. Spin the pizza wheel. The pizza wheel says double murder. Okay. So somebody's getting busy. They're gonna get a little bit of a 2-for-1 special on their murder spree this time. And the first one, that is Zamasu. Easy enough to explain, but again, we'll thread it through. Who's the other one? They kill Zamasu. And they kill Seth Lowell. Okay, so they kill the guy that hates most of humanity, and then one of the 2 detectives in the game. Who? Because this one writes itself. LaFish kills those 2. Right, okay. This is one of those ones where if this got psyched, I wouldn't complain. Because that one's really difficult. Like, I can justify both would be killed. Like, let's go from LaFish first. You'd want to kill Seth, because he's, like, the only competent police person in there. So in terms of investigation, well, yeah, we've got our main cast and stuff. You know, LaFish is, like, cognizant of the fact, okay, like, the guy with police experience is going to be able to catch me if I do a murder. Let's kill him. And then for either Zamasu, I'm thinking Zamasu catches him killing Seth. Like, I assume LaFish snaps, is what we'll go with. Like, he's snapped. He's been brought back from the dead. Okay, he's seen horrors on the other side. He's tweaking out. He's like, I need to get out of here. How do I do it? Whack the officer. And then either Zamasu sees that and he's like, I'm snitching. Or LaFish is like, nah, I've seen God. Let's kill one. You know, he's like, I only gotta do this once. He knows he's dying. He knows he's getting caught. So why not take Zamasu with him? Yeah, I think that works. Like, I think the thing is most of the time you can explain Zamasu getting killed by insane bitch. So that works in my head. Spin the wheel. God, it's really narrow. Okay, another double murder. Okay, see, it speeds up. Right, who's dead next? Right, Vague Wyatt. Okay, it's sad to see him go. He lived a good while. I've got to give it to him. But Vague Wyatt dead. And Jezza dead. Okay. Now, depending on who this is, I've got different ideas brewing for what the motive could be. And it is none of the no Zero. Okay. Now that's not good. That's not very good. So that's our antagonist gone, isn't it? Zero is our antagonist. We've got to re-roll for that. So why would Zero kill Vague Wyatt and then Jezza? Like, I think Wyatt, knowing him, he lives in one of those states where, like, herbal medicine is legal, and maybe, like, in this universe, Zero is from a place where that is not legal, and Zero catches him, and he just blasts, like, holes in him. He's like, nah, no Zaza today. So I think that's explainable, but why would Zero want to kill Jezza? Like, I imagine maybe like he's running on the same thing as like, you know, like maybe he doesn't know a lot about him. He's like, okay, you're a politician, all of them are corrupt, and just blast some holes in him. Like, it's more so like programming rather than like a conscious choice. He's like, crime committed, bam. Oh, you do this as for a job, bam, and then gets got. Like, I think that makes sense. But you know, I'm sad to see Zero go. So we need a new antagonist now. Like, I imagine at this point, again, Soda and Ishimaru, they're celebrating. They're like, woohoo! Our antagonist is gone. And then... No, they're not. Ishimaru has become our antagonist. Okay, so maybe after that last one, maybe maybe Soda celebrates too much to the point where Ishimaru's like kind of pushed away from him, and he's like, like you give me the ick from how you're acting, and then he becomes more of an antagonistic force. Like maybe that the strain of that case is like kind of too much, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like I think the differences kind of get exaggerated in how they deal with it, which means fair enough. Soda needs a new sidekick though, and he's getting the cat from the Scrimbler catalog. Okay, so that's an interesting mid-game cast shakeup. We're still playing as Soda, but you know, now Scrimbler Cat is our main right-hand man, and Ishimaru is more of an antagonistic presence. I can see this working. Pizza time. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's spin on what we're getting. Okay, so this is going to be the bloodiest, or at least a nice round. So serial murder, we're going back over to good old Google generator here. It's going to be between 2 and 5, and whichever number gets spat out of this will be the amount of victims in this case. And there will be one killer, because otherwise it can get a bit silly. 2! Okay, that had the potential to be worse, so it is just like rolling double murder, but it's like, you know, it is either end. If 5 people die, it goes down a bit quicker, so double murder again. Sure, we'll take it. If we get that again, it won't be as nice. And there it is, number 1. They finally got me! They finally got me! We had it coming for a while, let's be for real. But I'm dead, okay. You know, the cast gets shaken up and immediately, I'm gone. Like, oh god, they must be reeling. So me and Cheems, okay. Alright, immediately I'm thinking some sort of collateral, like me and Cheems would be besties. You know, I love my funny yellow dog. So who decided we were easy targets and wanted us dead? I can't believe this betrayal. You snap. Right, okay, so Knuckles kills me and Cheems. I'm gonna say, okay, like him or re-roll, because that's very out of character for him. Well, it's not, we don't know each other personally, but I'm gonna say like maybe, I don't know. Like, what motive can I think of? Other than, like, maybe what happens is before coming in, Cheems had, like, got, I don't know, maybe he'd gone to the Master Emerald Shrine, and he's telling me about it, he's like, yo, I saw this thing. You know, maybe Cheems is like a jewel thief, maybe he's like peddler, which is trying to steal the shit. He's telling me, like, yo, well, if we get out of here, I'm gonna steal this shit and get all the profits, and I'm just here like, yeah, sure, whatever, but we don't know. And, you know, we also don't know that we're being listened in on, and then he barges in, and he's like, nah. And then we die, because I don't think that's inherently a matchup we can win. So, sure, I'm happy with that. I died defending Cheems, which, sure. Let's just spin the wheel. What are we getting this time? Gang murder! Right, same rules last time then. We're gonna go over to the number generator, and this time, one person is gonna get killed by a gang of people, of which this is gonna say... Okay, so they hate this guy. Whoever dies next required 5 people to kill, either because they're that powerful, or because that many people just wanted them dead. Whom? Barely rolled. Okay, so rolled is dead. That's a hard one. There is somewhere I think they would be more divisive to the point where it's like, okay, we gotta get rid of them. We need to eradicate this person, but okay. 5 people killed him. This is bleak, man. This is gonna be a bulk elimination. And the first one's the Rizzler? Okay, so the Rizzler, I guess maybe he was the I'm gonna say he was the ringleader. We'll see. So it was the Rizzler. It was Ryuichi. Okay, very close to being Soda. Who else? Come on. Give me something. No! Soda! That's our main character gone. We're re-rolling after this one. So I guess we're tapping in a Scrimbler Cat for the time being. Then, Zhao? For a free penguin, mind you. Okay, and then who else? Who was the final one? Kenshi Yunezu. Okay. Fly high, my guy. I was kind of hoping he'd be a killer later on for a one-on-one, but okay, fine, I'll take it. So those are the guys. They kill rolled. Like, I'm looking at the lineup, right? Maybe what the case is for this one is they're like, gang. Maybe Monokuma pulls out like these. Okay, there is no food thing. And everybody's like sat around and thinking, okay, right, like, you know, how do we do this? They're getting driven progressively more insane. And then that gang of 5 people just assemble, and they're like, are penguins edible? They're probably edible. So, you know, the Rizzler, Kenshi, and Ezu, and everybody else gangs up. Oh, no, because then in the trial, you think you've got them all. Well, no, you got them all. Like Soda's internal monologues, giving it away a little bit. And then you've nailed them all. And then all of a sudden they say, no, you were in on it too, Soda. And then like the penny drops, and it's like, oh. Or, you know what I mean? It's like we've been playing as one of the guys that was a component in this the entire time. Which, I don't know, for a serial murder that feels pretty weak, but, no, gang murder even, but I guess, sure, new main character, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna promote Scrimblecat to being the main character. I guess, right, okay, new main character, we're playing as Herobrine, right, sure. At this point, I don't know. I guess maybe after seeing that gang murder, he's like, damn, I don't want to see any more of this. That was bad. He's like, damn, somebody's got to put a stop to this insanity. He steps in, and the Scrimblecat decides to support him. And Ishimaru's just Ishimaru off that last trial, like finger wagging. He's like, I can't believe you would do this. That's just mean. So he's our new main character. Let's spin the pizza then. It's getting interesting. Just barely add a character. Right, so at the very bottom I get to stick a new person in. I'm gonna stick a new person in, they're gonna be number 46. Who do I want to add in then? Because there's a few I could do. I'm gonna say, okay, there were 2 that are sticking out to me, and I'm thinking, you know what, this will probably spice things up a bit more. I'm gonna add in Gamma 1 from Dragon Ball. Reason being, I can explain it away as it being like, okay, Gamma 2's in here, he's coming in to rescue his brother. But he breaks in, but now he can't break out because Monokuma, like, he's like, yo, real shit, nah, you ain't doing this. So Gamma 1 gets trapped in here. So he's like a new arrival, though. He's got like info about the rest of the world. But nobody's getting that little bit of info out of him. They're trying to figure out what the outside world state is like. Adachi. Okay, Adachi dies, the other detective. But who? Because it makes sense to kill the other detective, as lousy as he may be. And it's Diet Coke. Okay, let me cook here for a second. So, there's obviously the obvious one of like, okay, if you want to get away with murder, you kill the detective, you kill the main characters. Makes sense. However, but I think with Diet Coke and Adachi, I think they were probably on the same team for most of the game, and then something went sour. No. So, Adachi and Diet Coke were teamed up, right, on the condition of like something in the outside world. And then Gamma 1 comes in, and he's talking about stuff, and he throws it out. And then that, like, tips Diet Coke off. She pulls Adachi into the back room, and it's like, you said, you know, X, Y, Z, you promised me this. And this guy, fresh out of the outside world, is saying, nah. But some promise Adachi makes falls through to Diet Coke, and Diet Coke is like, no, you've used me to, you know, make sure you stay alive in this game, no more. And she just takes him out. I think that works. I can see that reasonably being the case. Spin the pizza, case over. What's next? What fun stuff is next? Oh, you can fuck off. Psych! That was the best one we've had in a while! And we're psyching it, right? Fine. Diet Coke and Adachi, welcome back. That, maybe Diet Coke... No, maybe Adachi, like, prepared for this and was wearing, like, a bulletproof vest, or like a stab-proof vest. So he, like, survives on the brink of death, but nobody knows. Or maybe, like, has a miracle, or, like... Or maybe he gets rezzed. Like, maybe one of the Gammas has, like, a defib installed and they res him. So just as Diet Coke's about to get, like, electrocuted, Adachi comes back in. So it's the entire event still happened, but it gets nullified at the last moment. But then straight on the heels of the relief of those 2 surviving, Cheza is found dead. So I'm thinking in the chaos of the last investigation, this is when she gets got. We'll say these 2 happen basically same hour. So she gets got in all the chaos by Dan Heng. Okay, To try and explain why he would kill someone is very difficult, because I was expecting him to be either a survivor or a victim. So why would Dan Heng kill Cheza? Well, obviously they've got the perfect cover, right? Because they're running around thinking Adachi's dead, you know, Diet Coke trial, etc. Dan Heng decides to make a move and kill Cheza. Why? Like, maybe... the only thing I can think, and this is like getting deep cut references, maybe... like, he's been planning to for ages but hasn't had the chance, and he realizes, oh, this is a good time to act. Because maybe he can pin it on Diet Coke, or whoever the actual murderer is for this case. But maybe back in 2002, Dan Heng was watching Popstars The Rivals, and he just really wanted One True Voice to win, and he was like, no, I can't believe they didn't win. So now he sees his chance, and he's like, aha, my vengeance at last. My boys have been... We've gone from the strongest reasons to one of the weakest, but sure, Dan Heng is a fan of Popstars The Rivals and isn't happy Cheryl's team won? Sure. Spin the pizza. Oh, okay. So I imagine what will ration for this one is that after last time, somebody thought the reasoning for Dan Heng's murder was so stupid, they just snap to the tune of killing 4 people. This is where it starts to get concerning. So they're about like the general size of a Danganronpa cast anyways. This is when they start dropping like flies in this round. Like, I think a quarter of the cast is about to die. And the first one dead, Diet Coke. Makes sense for a serial murder. You've got to consider, like, the fact that she survived, that is pretty BS. Makes sense to go back and finish the job, take her out. Then next. Adachi? No, Mini Candy, okay. We'll figure it out as we go. Mini Candy lasted longer than she usually did. So who next? Somebody has snapped. They're going on a rampage. Gamma 1. Okay, that makes sense, because you can think, him and Diet Coke are kind of tied because of, like, you know, him coming and giving the info, so I can see that happening. And the final one. Scrimblow Cat. Okay. That as a lineup works pretty well, because you've got to consider, maybe they've been pushed off the edge by the last few cases, so it makes sense to kill Gamma 1, because he's the one who came in with the info. Gamma 2's gonna have a whole revenge arc now. And then they've killed Diet Coke, because, you know, I guess, like, she technically did still try to kill someone, so that's kind of justice there. And then Scrimblecat has been, you know, Paul what's-his-face's accompaniment for ages, Herobrine's, like, sidekick, so it makes sense to try and take him out, because they've been solving all the murders. And then for Mini Candy, should we just say she was collateral? Like, maybe. So maybe how they got rid of Scrimblecat is, like, they threw him out of a window, and I guess, like, Monokuma's defense system just blew him up with missiles. And then Mini Candy sees that from a window, or like comes in as they're doing it, and they're like, shit. Maybe they do the same. Maybe they just pick Mini Candy up and throw them out the window too, and she joins Scrimblecat. That said, we need to figure out who did that. You know, as much as the motive makes sense, who was the one who snapped and decided to do it? Okay. This makes so much sense. After the last few cases, okay, he's looking out for this, he's being driven insane, he wants out. That makes sense. Kill Scrimblecat so there's nobody else to, you know, solve the case. He's trying to purposely tank it in the wrong direction. And again, same deal. 2 people involved in the thing and then the collateral. Oh my god, the fact this has worked itself into a cohesive war is insane. Pizza time. This is, why are we cooking right now? Really? Okay. Resurrection, same deal as before. We're going to hop over here. We're going to do a 1, and we're going to do 45. And it is number 11. You off. There is no... Can I re-roll? We got 11 before. Fine. No, I'll do it. LaFish is back again, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe Gundam found the new fish, and, like, it's only LaFish in name. But, like, he basically just fills him in on, like, yeah, no, so you find... So, nah, Gundam found a fish, and he's like, I miss LaFish. You are LaFish now. And he gives him all the information to act as LaFish to the point where it basically is. And off that horrifying revelation that this fucker is back a second time from death. Who dies? Kokichi, oh, he thought he was making it to the end. No. Okay, Kokichi gets got. I mean, I think this one is just purely annoying. And he gets killed by Adachi. Okay. You know, I can see that. Like, again, minor Persona 4 spoilers, but like Adachi kind of likes to kill people that get on his nerves and say no to him. So maybe like either him and Adachi went to team up, he said no, and then he killed him, or he was just really annoying to Adachi and he killed him. Like, either way, I'm expecting just Kokichi found, just, like, Adachi's unloaded, like, his full revolver reloaded and unloaded again into him, and he's like, he just wanted that little shit dead and did not care about the consequences. Which I think works. Again, that's both people who came back from the psych before gone. But yeah, I guess he just got sick of Kokichi and was like, nope, lead. Pure lead. Right. God, again, oh! So I guess for that last chapter, we didn't really have a main character, did we? Oh, yeah, no, because we're kind of missing, yeah, after Herobrine snapped. Okay, we're gonna retroactively roll for that! Yeah, I'm too far into this recording to redo it. Okay. Our new main character is the 6th Doctor. We've been playing as him since Herobrine died, and his little assistant has been himself. That is oddly on brand, sure. So the 6th Doctor occupies both of those roles, with Ishimaru continuing to be just a bit, he's a bit like, he's jaded at this point, but he's still trying to, he's Ishimaru, but he's a bit of a thorn in your side, sure. 6th Doctor doesn't need a sidekick, he is both. Sure. The wheel says what the wheel is correct. Spin the pizza. New murder. Who's next? I don't know, but 2 people are gonna kill him. Right, double culprit. No time at the present. So again, this person must have got on people's nerves. This would have been a great time for Kokichi to die. It's Pitbull! Right. See, with Pitbull, you gotta think, yeah, that would require 2 people to kill just because of his pure presence and, like, sheer innate power. But let's see who killed him and why. I just rolled him! That's the 3rd time I've rolled him in 4 rolls. Right. So he plays the 6th Doctor. We've just killed somebody as the 6th Doctor. And who else? Like, does the 6th Doctor even need an assistant in this one? Oh, he had one, alright. Ishimaru and the 6th Doctor kill Pitbull. Why? Okay, Ishimaru, I think it makes sense at this point. Like, if he's been, he's gone from being the sidekick to being jaded and all this dumb stuff happened. I think Ishimaru is breaking down, but still trying to hold his moral compass. I'm thinking Ishimaru must think something about Pitbull's music is just evil, and he's been growing in, like, anger against him. And then I assume him and the 6th Doctor, despite being technically odds for, like, the last chapter, maybe the 6th Doctor is also, like, bro is old. Like, he's ancient. And, no, in his first episode of the show, he does try and strangle someone, so I think what this is like the 6th Doctor does the deed of killing Pitbull, and then Ishimaru is like the accomplice looking out the door, but they both get got for it. So Ishimaru doesn't kill anyone per se, but he's like involved enough to where it's like, okay, no, you're getting got, fam. So, damn though, we just got rid of our whole cast again, but the issue is because there's 12 left, I want to roll again, just for the finale. This will be the last time I'm rolling for cast, by the way, because it's like, why do they all keep dying? Just stay alive. Just stay alive. Okay, so you, the viewer, are now the new main character. You are the solving these murders from now on. Somebody else who solved them has gone insane and killed somebody. And your sidekick is Frieza. I like that. I think he'd have an odd amount of fun in all of this. Okay, the antagonist is Gamma 2. Again, I think that makes sense, purely from, like, everything meta. Yeah, those 2 are going to be at odds, so you being on the same time as really makes you on the opposite side of Gamma 2. Sure. Spin the pizza, we have a new cast. Who? What's happening next? It's a double culprit. We just had that. Fine, but, like, a double culprit again. Okay, so, at this point, I imagine all of these people are on a bit of, like, they're not a bit mental. But who do they decide to kill? Oh, you're so mean! Fuyuhiko. He's done nothing this entire game. Like, he's not, like, even been, like, an active presence. He's been chilling. Maybe it's pre-character development Fuyuhiko. And he gets got? Who? Well, actually, no. Okay, if it's pre-character development, I guess, like, yeah, he would have been rushing thorns at this point. You have to admit. And who kills him other than Frieza? So your guys' new sidekick kills them off camera. Oh, and then, I've got a pot for this. So he's part of the murder. And who else? Who else does it? Oh, goodbye, LaFish. So yeah, I imagine this is you gotta think, if this is the same acting LaFish as before, LaFish went off the deep end once. He's just gone off the deeper end. He's in the Mariana Trench at this point. LaFish was always gonna snap again the second he came back. So what I'm gonna say, what for this chapter? They want to kill Fuyuhiko, maybe because Fuyuhiko's talking like, it's gonna whittle down. I might just be able to make my move at some point. And Frieza's like, oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. So Frieza decides to act first. And then he gets LaFish in on it because he knows LaFish is like, insane. But then, what he thinks is like, right, I gotta make sure I get away with this. So what else am I best to do other than cozy up to like the the main detective? Because nobody was sidekick, he would never suspect me. So he cozies up to you, the viewer. And then, yeah, okay, I'm seeing it, I'm liking it. And then, if we find out that regardless, the viewer gets betrayed. Damn. So who's the new sidekick then? I mean, to be fair, we could promote Gamma 2 to being the, I was gonna say, now Frieza's not in the picture, we could just promote Gamma 2, so Gamma 2 moves up from being the antagonist to the assistant, and... No, we can't do this again. No, he's just got promoted, we're not demoting him, go again, keep spinning, give me someone else. Okay, Beerus is the new antagonist? Sure, that makes sense to me. Okay, so we got another reshuffled cast now. The Frieza just couldn't have like stayed still, could he? No, but hey, you the viewer and Gamma 2 working together. God, you better feel fortunate. Spin the wheel, it's a me amore, it's a me about you fucking you. Can you die? Sure, I'm doing this so wrong. Can I just veto the psych at this point? Like, we're getting within the point where it's like, it just, no. Fine. LaFish, I don't know how the fuck you continue to do it, but I guess everything we just did is undone, and LaFish is back in the game. Go again. Beerus dead. By the way, we're gonna have to revert the cast back to how it was previously. So Beerus is dead. Gamma 2's back to being antagonist. I gotta manually delete him because I misclicked. Okay, this is a mindfuck, man. I'm loving this and I'm hating it. But Beerus, then he gets killed by Sonic. To be fair, I can see that. They say Sonic's kind of like Goku, so it's like, I guess Sonic just finds a way to get the Chaos Emeralds, goes Super Sonic, and they have a fight. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe Sonic beats Beerus and like out of like just pure spite. Like, Beerus can perfectly happily live, but he's like, nah, you beat me, and I'm annoyed. Rather than killing you, I'm just gonna let myself die, and then they'll kill you for killing me by proxy. Well, I think that's the type of petty shit he would do. So, sure, I'll go with it. Spin the pizza. A marriage? No, nothing. Okay, a nice normal round. I'll take it. And we've got maybe one more round after this. We'll see. It couldn't last forever. You guys are dead. And we're not rolling for a new one again. We're just going to promote Frieza and he's not going to have any sidekick because I don't think he'd decide to have one. But you guys got killed. You solved too many mysteries. And somebody didn't like that. And it was Gundam Tanaka. Okay. I think I have a good one for this. So you guys solved too many mysteries, right? And at that point, people are getting antsy. They're getting nervous. You are too good at this. So you need to be taken care of. Now, obviously, Gundam brought back LaFish from the brink of death. So the two of them have a close connection. It's in LaFish's best interest as somebody who is completely just maniac to manipulate Gundam, which because it's an animal which he trusts, he does, and he just manipulates Gundam into killing you, or into putting you in a position where he kills you inadvertently. Like, I think that works. So, yeah, we'll promote Frieza to being main, we'll have no more secondary, and, I guess we will continue to keep Gamma 2 as the antagonist, because now that makes more sense, because those two are complete opposites. So, for what may be the final time, going into the final murder, the pizza wheel will spin, and it says, it's gonna end on a bit of a whimper, nothing to, which means this next one is the end. So, this next person also, I should mention, is also going to be our traitor, and also victim, because I think that's generally how these go. So, it's going to go, and it's going to be Steve from Stranger Things. Somebody I really haven't glanced at much during this recording turns out to be the traitor. I mean, I can buy that, all things considered, so sure. Steve is a traitor and gets killed. By who? Because again, the motive kind of like spells itself out. And okay, the Blob takes matters into his own hands and kills Steve. Why? Well, okay, no, I suppose the how makes the most sense because it's like, right, you gotta think. He can just drown Steve like on the spot. Like, he's a sentient blob of pain. Like, I don't think the murder part is difficult. And I think I guess the motive is very just like, maybe he'd come to like, yeah, maybe he's just come to like the group and he's like, okay, I'll kill you guys. Like, I'm a sentient blob of pain. Like, in terms of actual living objects, he's like the lowest next to Lefish. And Lefish probably would be perfectly happy to let the, the trader roam around. So the blob is like, okay, I'll take myself out. Bye. And does it. But there's just one issue. We have one more to go with. Because usually 5 people survive this, and there's 6 people remaining. And while I would love Tom, Fuyuhiko, Frieza, Lefish, Shadow, and Gamma 2 to wander off into the sunset, I can't do that, because I kind of want to roll one final time. It's gotta be 5 or lower. And nothing again. Okay, so only 4 people survive this. The wheel's finally giving us nothing, literally. We go again. So, well, should we say, no, this person's gonna get killed by the mastermind. Finally! Finally! So after, like, what, how many close calls is that? Lefish is finally killed by the mastermind. And I think the reasoning for that is quite obvious. Because the mastermind... No, Lefish is that insane. He's spouting nonsense, and some of them are theories, and the theories are getting continually close to the mastermind, to the point where the mastermind becomes concerned that Lefish knows, or is about to figure out who the mastermind is. So they have to hastily kill Lefish in a way that leaves far too much evidence implicating them, to the point where it would have been better if they didn't kill them at all. So with that said, the final person who ends up getting executed, and the person who was the mastermind of the whole thing. I love this dramatic-ass music, man. Oh! The fucker we were playing as! Right. I need a moment to process that. So Frieza kills Lefish, cold blood, blows that fucker up with an energy ball, because Lefish is getting too close to discovering his identity. And then maybe the entire chapter, like, you're still playing as Frieza, Gamma 2 is, like, the antagonist, trying to nail you down. And then, like, it looks like you've messed up, but, like, it turns out, no, that's the correct answer. Like, you are actually the guy that did it. Like, it's Frieza, he's the most evil person still in here. Like, of course he was the mastermind. It's like, gonna be Tom from Shenmue, is it? You know, what I'm gonna say is that, like, he worked his way into that, like, sidekick position, and then eventually took it over to gain trust within the group. And then just didn't act as a mastermind, he just let the gameplay itself, left Monokuma on autopilot, and just acted as an innocent person. He didn't do anything mastermindy. The only issue is that Lefish was that insane, he got too close to figuring out where he had to act. And then they figure out it's Frieza, they get it out. Which means, our final 4 survivors after God knows how many minutes of this recording are the following. It's Shadow, who survived purely on a psych. Fuyuhiko, who survived purely on psych, and then the 2 that were just fortunate enough to never be picked during the entire thing. Tom from Shenmue, I love that, he can keep like dancing in his hot dog truck for all eternity. And Gamma 2, you know, his brother came in and then got killed, and he managed to persevere for him. You know what, that's kind of inspiring. I wish I had confetti or something. This was oddly fun. Let me know if you guys would love to see me do this again. That was fun. That was fun. God, if you have suggestions for next time, by the way, drop them in the comments, because I reckon getting up to 45 again will struggle. Maybe we'll decrease in scope, but yeah. That's us done for now. Oh wow, that was a ride. That was a wild fucking ride and a half. But I really enjoyed that. And if you did, of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, whenever that may be, I guess the moral of the story is, Lefish is nigh on invincible, and all of our main cast at some point had evil ulterior motives. Next time has to be more normal than this one, right? Nah, actually, no, there's 0 chance of that.